Good morning, Ashburton TQ Star staff and students. Welcome to Monday, October the 25th, 2021. We're going to kick it off with our TQ Star morning show. Shout out to Kepler, Mrs. Gilman's class for the beautiful artwork that we are sharing today. All right, here we go. All right, as we always do, we begin our day by standing for the Pledge of Allegiance. So if you'll please join us in doing so. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. You may be seated. All right. So I want to make one quick correction before I hand it over to Mrs. Strauss here. Kepler is in Miss Clark's class. So I'm going to get that changed. So shout out to Miss Gilman's class, but also a huge shout out to Kepler in Miss Clark's class. So Kepler, thank you for sharing the artwork with us. In fact, I'm now in a couple of different places. All right. So here we go. Miss Strauss, welcome back to the show. We have missed you and you have some mindfulness for us today.
Fantastic. I'm so glad to be here. Yes. So here at Ashburton, we really want to focus on keeping our minds calm and ready to be able to take care of our body and take care of our brain, ready to learn. So we're going to be doing some breathing techniques this year. We're bringing back some of our favorites from last year, and I'm always open for new ideas. If you have a breathing technique that you use, please let me know. But for today, we'll be doing our 5-finger breathing. So we are really going to make sure that we're tracing our hand. We're breathing in through our nose and out through our mouth. That's we're tracing your hand. I like a 5-finger breathing because we always have our hands with us wherever we go. So we can always remind ourselves if we're having a rough day, a rough moment, we can always use our hand to breathe with us. Okay, let's start us out. Put that hand out there. Saying hi to everybody. But our hands are going to help us breathe. We're going to trace our hand and we're going to breathe in through our nose. Hold that. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And breathe out. And breathe in. And out. And breathe in. And breathe out. Again, 5-finger breathing helps your body cool down, ready for your brain to be able to make good decisions for yourself. Like having a great day. Have a happy Monday.
All right. Thank you, Miss Strauss. All right. So all good things come in moderation. So while we don't recommend making all of your meals about takeout and greasy fried foods, certainly they can be a treat every once in a while. Of course, balanced with a lot of healthy grains and things like that. So today, if you enjoy that type of food, it is National Greasy Foods Day. But we have a holiday for everything. All right. So if you enjoy greasy food, today might be your holiday. But again, we really want to balance that out with some healthy grains, healthy salads, healthy proteins. All right. So today is the first of our 2 sessions with our author visit. Grades 4 and 5. Are going to have their session today at 12:05 over Zoom with Sadia Faruqi. She's coming to share with us her books. Information has been shared with the community about how to order those books, how to enter the drawing for those books. So we do hope that everyone appreciates that. Teachers in grades 4 and 5, Miss Elleraj sent out that Zoom information to you. So please make sure that you are logging in a little bit before 12:05 so that your students are ready to go. All right, 2 quick announcements today. Our fall celebration is this Friday. Again, our theme this year is Fall into a Good Book. We are planning on having our parade as we did way back in 2019, but I do want everyone to hear that there is some rain in the forecast. So I'll be sending out information to the staff about what that will mean if it rains. I'll also be sending some information to your parents. You may wear costumes for the parade. You don't have to wear costumes for the parade. I'm actually not wearing a costume, but I'm wearing a Mo Willems shirt that I'm really excited about because he is one of my favorite authors. So I'm going to be celebrating Mo Willems. I love his books, and I have fallen in love with his books and all the work that he's done for students during the pandemic through YouTube. A couple of reminders about those costumes. You should not be wearing any type of masks, although I'll talk about masks in a second. Exactly. I like that, Ms. Strauss. Nothing here. No weapons, no gore, no gross, bloody, goofy, yucky stuff. All right. We don't want to try to scare people. And the point is, you should be able to talk about your author, the book, the character, whatever you are dressing as. Now, students, we are planning on a parade. For that parade, you're going to leave your classroom, and like you would inside the building, you'll have your mask on. When you get outside, because the parade is actually really short, you may pull the mask slightly down, but you should have your mask with you because you're going to go right back into the building and have to put that mask on. So more information to come about that. Teachers will be sending out a rain plan here today just to keep you aware of what we're looking to do. All right, grades 3, 4, and 5 teachers, you were emailed a list of the about 50 students who are joining us in our first Kids Are Scientists 2 session. Today's session, I believe, is lava lamps and the science behind it. This is being put on by students from the CAST Club at Walter Johnson High School. Students will be dismissed over the announcements. They will listen. Make sure that you remind the students who have been signed up for it. They will head to either room 312 or room 320. There will be students, high school students there directing them when they get there. So teachers, please make sure that you have checked that email roster so that students get to the correct location. All right, Ms. Jacobs shared that there's we've got some supply chain issues. We've got some changes to our lunch menus. Your parents were emailed this. The regular choice is now fish and fries, and the alternate is a grilled cheese sandwich. Still 2 yummy choices. All right, we've got a big chunk of birthdays here today. We're going to say happy birthday to Sonia V in Ms. Clark's class. She's in the same class as Kepler, who provided us with that awesome artwork. So shout out to Sonia for her birthday. Levon, also in 3rd grade, but in Mrs. Deek's class. Emmanuel in Mrs. Grillette's class, and Livia in Miss Walney's class. So if it's an odd number birthday, 3rd and 5th grade today, we've got 4 students. They may come down to the media center at the conclusion of our broadcast here to pick up their birthday book. Our LGBTQ history maker of the day is Zanele Moholi, and she's a South African artist and visual activist who works in a lot of different mediums: photography, video, art installations. Her work dates back to the early 2000s, so she's been doing this a while, documenting and celebrating the lives of South Africa's Black, lesbian, gay, and transgender communities. In 2009, she was part of a group that developed Incanyoso, which is a nonprofit organization concerned with queer digital activism. So she is making waves across the world. So today we're celebrating Zanele Moholi as our LGBTQ history maker. We're going to continue to do this through the month of October. We have been learning a ton about some amazing people, so we're going to continue to do that. All right, we've got 4 North Star students. The first is Alim Lamier from Mrs. Mershed's class, and Miss Merched writes, where'd it go? Here we go. Alim has been very helpful. He puts the cushions that other students use away without being asked to. Thank you, Alim, for helping keep that classroom organized. Thank you for being so respectful. The next one is for Rebecca Boardwine. This one actually comes from Miss Gore, but Rebecca is in Miss Ekstrom's class. Rebecca is always willing to help with anything, anyone, and everything who needs help in the class. She is also very respectful to her teachers and to her friends. She is a role model. Way to go, Rebecca. Heart drawing. There's a heart drawing on there. So Miss Gore went artsy on ya. Samantha Lynn in Miss Deek's class. Again, a lot of stuff happening in 3rd grade today. Samantha is always the first person to help a student who spills a drink or needs a friend. She's always shows respect for me and her classmates. And that comes from the wonderful Mrs. Plotnick. So thank you, Mrs. Plotnick, for writing that. Samantha, thank you for being a role model. And this one is for Vasilia Chen in Miss Garber's class, also 3rd grade. A lot of good stuff happening in 3rd grade today. Vasilia comes to school every day ready to learn. She is always on task and is a huge role model. She is always listening and trying her best. I am very proud of her, writes Miss Garber. So thank you to our 4 North Star students. Thank you to Mrs. Strauss for being here today to celebrate with a new way to collect ourselves and do some mindfulness breathing. And as we always do, we're going to end our broadcast here with the TQ Star Pledge. I pledge to be a top quality star who strives to reach my goals by taking responsibility, acting safely, and respecting myself and others. We hope everyone has a fantastic day of learning here at